Literally though, oh yeah.
Buying a house is so scary.
I like it when you start.
All right, let's do it. Woo! Hey guys, Eric and Kate here with the Heidrick Real Estate team at Keller Williams Realty. And in this video, we're gonna be talking about the home buying process.
We always dance. We need to change it up. All right, guys, so let's dive into the process of buying a house. Now, maybe you've actually bought a house before in the past, or maybe this is your first time buying and you're starting to kind of think about it.
This is brand new information!
So this video is for everybody because this will be a great refresher course, even if you bought in the past.
It's not like buying a cat. Does that cat come with the seller's disclosure?
What is the age of its fur?
Step number one in the home buying process, in our opinion, is to meet with a professional. Somebody who has their real estate license, who's been doing this for a while. So really what you're gonna be doing is interview with that agent and make sure that you're a good fit. You know, did your personalities line up? Do your thoughts line up? Is that agent a part-time agent or a full-time agent?
The downfall of the part-time agents is maybe they just don't have the same experience as full-time. I mean, you get a lot more experience when you're in the day-to-day grind of doing something every day. You might not have the same market experience. You might not have the same negotiation skills.
Nunchuck skills, bow hunting skills.
Or they have another job. Let's say you want to look at a house today at 3 o'clock while they're at another job.
They also need to provide you with how to go about buying a house, right? So we call that a buyer consultation.
What you're really doing in this scenario is you're meeting up with a professional, and they should be, or we would be, sitting down with you as the buyers and say, hey guys, what are your main wants versus your main needs? What is our price range? Do you have any questions about the market? All of these things are going to be stuff that should help you get on the right track.
How can we get back on the right track?
So guys, definitely don't overlook this process because in our opinion, this is the most important process.
All right guys, step number two.
That makes two.
Of the home buying process is figuring out the financials. Whether that means you're going to buy it with cash.
David, how much did this house cost?
Cha-ching!
Maybe you won the lottery or something.
Or if you're gonna get a loan, okay? The majority of people get a home loan, totally normal. You will meet with a mortgage lender in that scenario. Once you meet with your real estate professional, there's a very good chance that they have somebody that they recommend because they either A, have worked with them quite a bit, B, they know they do a good job, X, Y, and Z.
Some lenders charge more for like origination fees, discount points, etc. So before you decide on one, just make sure you check around for prices.
If your closing costs seem really high, make sure that you check with your professional or shop around because you might be able to get them lower.
Boom, the fun part, searching for homes.
You're searching. Oh, there's a house.
See one over there too. Next process is searching for homes. So that's the fun part. Another reason why you don't want to skip that buyer consultation though, because you don't want somebody that's just sending you all of the homes ever that's on the market. Because if you're specifically looking for a 3-bed, 2-bath and you're getting a bunch of 2-bed, 1-baths, how
Right.
frustrating is that?
This is very frustrating.
What?
And then you're starting to think like, man, my agent doesn't care what I'm
Yep, you want them to care about you. Your agent should get you connected to what's called the MLS. It's just a big fancy term for...
multiple listing service.
That is where the real estate agents put their listings on the market. They're gonna put it in that system and then it, boom, goes out to different websites and stuff. But you're gonna wanna make sure you have direct link to that MLS in some form, through their website probably, so that you get the most up-to-date. Because when this home comes in the market, you wanna see it. You want to see that it shows up to you. You don't want to wait to see it like, oh, 3 days later, well, it's already got 4 offers on it.
And under contract already.
Technology is great. It does all of the heavy lifting.
Advanced graphical illustration composed by a series of learning computers.
So you don't have to be present to look at the home. So we have a lot of military clients who buy from overseas or who buy from out of state, and they're like, hey guys, help us find a house so we have something to move into when we move
get
here.
there.
Yep, so we do similar to these videos. No, they're not. They're way less crazy.
We do like a video walkthrough, so to speak. So if you're out of state and you're looking here, you want to purchase the house for that when you get here, you can move in. We can do like a video walkthrough of it and show you all the goods and the bads. We try to show everything about the home. It might take you a few times to go through a few different homes to find the perfect one. And once you've walked through a couple and you find the perfect one, that's when your agent's gonna help you write up the offer. And if you have any questions at all about what to offer, that's what they're there for. They should know the market, they should know what's going on. Do we need to go over asking price? Is this house overpriced? Etc.
I see this meme on Pinterest all the time. If you like it, then you should have put an offer on it. Part of making the offer too is the negotiation, finding out what's important to the sellers and what's gonna work for you guys. So a lot of people just think, oh, it's the price, right? Price is the only part of negotiation, but there's so much more that goes into it. Just the same conversation that I have with my sellers is that it matters who the lender is, what type of loan program it is, if it's contingent upon homeowner's insurance and home inspection, and then if there's a home sale contingency on the property.
And what that means is if someone is selling their house to buy another house, you can make them contingent. You can kind of link the two. And that can get kind of sticky because we have seen cases where this person's selling their house and they're trying to buy this house, and this person's selling their house to buy this, and it turns into a chain.
Dominoes.
So it's very important though that you know what you're stepping into and how to negotiate these deals, because it's a big purchase. Buying a house is usually people's largest purchase and investment in their lives.
I'm gonna tell you a secret.
The negotiations don't just stop once the house is under contract, meaning that it's an accepted offer.
When will it stop?
I thought it was over. You start doing home inspections. You do an appraisal. There's a couple of other pieces that you can negotiate along the way. So you want to really make sure you know what you're doing.
I'm frozen like this. So inspection, like you get a home inspection. Some other things, not very common in this state, but there's like a termite inspection that people in the South typically get. We have sewer line scopes and radon systems here. So radon is a dangerous gas that's more prone in rocky conditions, so like the Black Hills, and it's everywhere. It's in the room that we are breathing in right now.
It's in this room?
Okay, so calm down. So you're not gonna die overnight. Well, you shouldn't die overnight, but long-term exposure to this has been the second leading cause of cancer. And then there's also lead-based paint. Any home that's built before 1978 has the potential of having lead-based paint.
But I'll tell you, just don't go peeling away these chips and eat them.
I like
Dunk
the
'em in.
purple ones.
If your real estate agent is eating paint chips, you might want to consider getting a new
Time to
agent.
get a new one.
That was one time. Also, during this process of being in escrow, they're gonna order the title work. Some of the things that are going to get included in that title work are covenants, okay? Wanna make sure you check those covenants. Ideally, you should have probably checked those while you're looking at the house before you put an offer in. Because if your plan is to have baby chickens, definitely check the covenants, and they'll also tell you things like, hey, you can't paint your house pink, and maybe you have a camper. Sometimes covenants say, hey, you can't leave campers sitting around outside your house. So you want to check those.
So the next step is the appraisal process. What an appraisal is just the bank's way of verifying that you're not overpaying for the property. And then also there's conditional appraisal too. So depending on what type of loan you have and the condition that the home is in, it could be subject to fixing the chipping and peeling paint or adding real.
Kate. Oh, we lost her.
Oh, okay, here I am. Oh, railings.
Railings.
Railings. Adding railings for safety features, stuff like that.
We're finally there.
Closing day is right
Look at
around
this.
the corner.
I went bald waiting for the house to close. I grew a beard too.
I'm pretty tired. Think I'll go home now.
That could actually happen.
That's wild, man.
Yeah, so from the time that you get the house under contract all the way to closing, it could be anywhere from 2 weeks to 2 months.
It would be 2 weeks or so if you're buying with cash. You can close really fast because you can skip a lot of these things. But if you have a loan, most of the time it's going to be around a month to 2 months at least.
Depending on the appraisal.
Now we're talking about closing day. This is the fun day. Bam! We finally get the keys. keys to our new house,
Yes.
right? And you'll meet at the title company. You'll start signing paperwork.
Which is like this thick.
Get
so
your hand ready, because yeah, you're gonna have carpal tunnel by the end of the whole thing. So this is the day that you get the keys to your house. The house will be transferred into your name on the closing day, and you can start moving in.
So a couple things to keep in mind after the home buying process. This is your home, so you do have to maintain it.
We bought this place.
We should have bought less yard.
Bonus tip.
I spit on my finger. So the bonus tip for this, so owner occupied status. So when you are a homeowner, you get a tax deduction for being owner occupied. So if you're not quite sure how to do that, reach out to us and we can let you know, because each county, state, city, whatever is different. But make sure that you're taking advantage of that, because you definitely get owner occupied status tax deductions for being a homeowner.
Woohoo!
Yay!
All right, guys, that is the process of purchasing a home. Maybe it was something of a refresher course for you, or maybe it's brand new information to you. And you might start thinking, hey, this is a lot, I'm feeling overwhelmed. Just call us, and like I said, even if this is your second or third time, call us up, and here is our phone number. 605-787-1164.
I can see it. Keep that out of the video. Whoa, whoa. I want to live in Arby's. Yeah. Curly fries would be like my stairs. How awesome would that be?